Hi, welcome back to Congruently. If you watched the first video, you watched some of the demos after the onboarding, and now you're at this screen. I'm just going to take you through it very, very quickly. If you wanted to use this as your primary screen, we do have a pop-up that I'll show you, but if you want to use this as your primary screen, sometimes it's helpful to be able to see the transcript. This is where the transcript is going to pour in on the left, and on the right, this is where your coach is going to be. This hides the transcript. Sometimes I find it distracting, so I don't, as long as I know that it's working, which this kind of turns green if it is capturing, then I'm good. This is your minds. This allows you to change the mind. I recommend reading this. You can change minds at any time, but the onboarding will give you a recommendation. Next up is this is your last debrief. I don't have a debrief in the system right now, but if I did, it would look like that. This just saves your last one. We don't want to save debriefs. That's up to you. If you want to save them, you can export them as PDFs or however you like. But we do save the last one because sometimes people want to get back to those before their next meeting just to remind themselves. Limit color. It's a grayscale filter. This app can throw a lot of colors at you. We use a lot of wayfinding colors for the different coach cards. So this is just an option to be able to turn that off. This is your session cost. This is only available for the BYOK users, so they can see what they're spending since they're paying for their own AI. They can keep up with that cost. Let's go down here to settings. As you can see, I'm on the free trial. I've used 0 minutes out of my 1 hour that I'm given freely. Resets on May 1st. Let's jump into settings. Just so you know, managed subscription is not going to be set up yet because we have not turned on paid and we haven't gotten final approval from the Chrome Web Store yet. But contact support, very easy. You click this, you write me an email. We will have a Discord that'll be set up soon once we get everything off the ground. And then you can check the privacy policy down here. But let's run through settings very quickly. If you ever don't need coaching, but you do want to debrief, I feel like we have the best debriefs in the game. So you can just turn on listen only mode. And all that's going to do is capture the transcription, run it through the special coach prompt, the one that knows you, that you're building memory towards. And that debrief is going to have questions that you can answer that are going to continue to build that memory. And then you have two choices. You can use Sonnet, which is Anthropic's latest model. It's an efficient model, but it's very good at reasoning. Or you could use Opus, which is very expensive and incredible. If you're going to a high stakes meeting, I recommend using Opus. I would use Sonnet for anything else, but you might want to do this before the meeting. Just remember, Opus meetings cost about 30 minutes of your time, just because of the expense there. But man, they're incredible. You can click this to view the last debrief, custom context. This is there's a little bit of this in onboarding, but this uses AI to walk you through to build your own custom context. So like, what's your role and who do you typically meet with? Questions like that. And as you go through, you can see some of these questions. These really improve the coaching. I highly recommend that you do these. The memory is critical. So because it's stored securely in your browser, the way that we've set this up is we don't see them. We can't get to it. So you can download it from your browser and upload it. So if you get a new computer, you decide you want to use a different browser, there you go. This is for the BYOK users. I will show you guys how this works, but you're just going to paste in your Anthropic key and you're good to go. You can even turn on Opus to be your coach, but it's going to cost you, gosh, $3 or $4 a meeting at a minimum. Maybe one day I can turn this on for everyone, but I don't use it. It's too much. It's also slower, so you deal with some latency issues right now. But of course, these are all going to get better. What's new? This is what has changed since the last update. And then, of course, click this to email me. If you want to go back and replay the demo at the beginning, you can click this, and you can return to the login screen. Here's that demo. We'll skip it. We go back to one window. And I think that covers everything. Oh, very important. If you're in a meeting, you can talk directly to coach. So at any point, coach can tell you, hey, what's going on? You can just ask it for a room read. It's not going to be able to do a room read here because obviously there's no, there we go. I got to start monitoring first for that. But yeah, there we go. That is set up. The next one, I'll show you how to use it in a meeting. Thanks so much.